Okay, so you've got your $15 from downloading or putting into your library, I should say, Rocket League, and you've received your Epic Games. I'm going to say $15 because I'm in Australia. Your $15 coupon, right? So most people, what they're probably going to do is they're going to spend it on the game, essentially, right? There's not really anything else you can spend it on. There is one game on the Epic Games Store which you can buy, which, to be honest, there's no real point. It's a really, really old game. And it goes by... Oh god, I've just lost the name. Okay. So most people will probably spend it on the game because that's what they got the money for. There aren't really any games on the Epic Games Store that are really $15. The only game that I was able to find was one called Freedom Fighters. Now, apparently that this is some sort of third-person action game made in 2003. Essentially, you're not really getting your money's worth for $15. So, you're probably either going to spend it on one thing. If you still manage to play Fortnite for some reason, you might spend it on Fortnite, or you will spend it on Rocket League because you downloaded Rocket League, you got your $15 code. Keep in mind, once again, that this does expire on the 1st of November. So, is it worth it to buy the Rocket League Pass? This is what most people are going to do. So, of course we have the free pass and then we have the premium pass. So, firstly, I want to say something. This car, it is pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the Fennec, if you know what the Fennec is. If you've played Rocket League in the past few seasons, or the past season at least, you would know what the Fennec is. It is slowly becoming one of the more competitive Rocket League cars. And while it's no Octane or Batmobile, it is certainly up there and used by the pros. So this car is very similar to that, but it's more like a 4x4. Firstly, I feel like not a lot of people will use this. A lot of people will probably go and do this pass for the skins, which is fine. I think it's all fine. I don't care whether you use it or not. Maybe you love the car, maybe you don't. That's up to you. So we have two options here. We have buy the Rocket Pass Premium for 1,000 rocket points. I guess it is, or credits. Yeah, it's credits. So, or we can get the Rocket Pass Premium Bundle. Now this gives us Rocket Pass Premium, and then it gives us an additional 12 tiers. And for this, we're going to get 2,000. It's very similar to the Fortnite Battle Pass. If you've played Fortnite, you will know how this sort of thing works. So, if we go to buy credits, and this is all in Australian dollar, keep in mind, it's $7.55 for 500, $14.95 for 1,100, and then so on, so on. None of these options really matter except for the $15 one at the moment. And this is what most people will probably do because whatever country you're in, whatever the currency is, I'm pretty sure it's 10 US dollars, it's going to equal 1,100 credits. This actually isn't a great option. Let me first show you why it isn't a great option, and that's because the Rocket Pass actually isn't sustainable. If we look at things like the Fortnite Battle Pass, for instance, we have seen that if you buy it once and you put up the grind and you grind it every single season to get to level 100, you will be able to not have to spend any more V-Bucks to continue the next season. If we count how many we've got here, starting here, there's no free credits, which I think is where it all comes undone for the Rocket Pass. But, so we get 1,100, right? 1,100, so we've already got 100. We spent 1,000 on the Rocket Pass. Once we get to tier 12, that will take us up to 200. Then up to 300 at tier 24. 400 at 36. And so on and so on. 500. 600. 700. 800. 900. Now, I'm not sure if this is deliberate. Maybe there will be some sort of prizes at the end of the season. Maybe it's to do with if we go into our challenges. Maybe for the seasonal challenges, we receive some. Maybe we will receive some credits. But so far, I've not seen any of this. I haven't seen any credits to be received. Nothing in there. It just seems to be XP at the moment. Now this means that if we buy the Rocket Pass this time round for season 1 of the new season, we're not going to be able to buy it the next season, which overall isn't that great. Now you could go, well, we can still buy something in the item shop, or we could see this exotic body, the Komodo over here, right? This is also 1,000. So you could be thinking, I want this. Or maybe there's another body that comes out. We can see it is quite a nice car, in my opinion. It is an exotic body. Very sleek in design. Maybe this is what you'll consider buying. Now, this isn't a bad option, but really it leaves you nowhere to go. Once you've purchased this, that's all you're getting. If you put in a bit more money, that's all you'll get. This is actually a very, very nice skin, by the way. I've only just noticed this, but whew, is that nice. I would cop this anytime. So, maybe you won't buy any of these things. Maybe you'll go over to the esports section, for instance. Now, this is actually probably one of the better sections in my opinion, because the esports tokens you get for $15, 1,200. I still don't think this is the best deal, because it's not like you're getting any new car models, but at least you're getting decals for cars that you already like. The only thing with this is that it's probably not the wisest to purchase everything all at once here, because first of all, these are all different teams. And if you're supporting one team, maybe you're not into it, maybe you just like the skin. I quite like this one here, the Pittsburgh Knights. I have no idea. Never seen them play in my life. They could be horrible for all I know. This is an alright option, but I'm going to show you a better option right now. If we go over here to the starter pack. Now we have 2 packs over here. We have the Jaeger pack, which gives us a Jaeger 619. And a few other things, a gold explosion, some wheels, and 1,000 credits. Now, that 1,000 credits would be able to get you the Rocket Pass, for instance, which sounds like a great deal. But if we go back over to the starter pack over here, and we see the Endo starter pack, expand your inventory with the Endo and more, exclamation point. So we get the Endo body, which is a very, very nice body in my opinion. It looks like a Lamborghini Huracan, as you can see. A very, very nice car. We get some nice wheels too, with a grey colour. Whether you use them or not, they do look pretty cool. You get some rocket boost. You get a cool trail. And you get 500 credits. Now that's what really matters. We can see all the other things in the picture here, but we can't see the 500 credits. Now what these 500 credits do, right? We have $6.75 Australian dollars over here. If we go back over to our Rocket Pass, and we need to buy some credits, right? Now, rather than spending all our $15 on 1,000, we can actually buy another 500 for $7.55. And this actually works out in our favour, because I've done the math. Yeah, that's right, I came prepared. And $7.55 plus $6.75 only equals $14.30. So we still have about 70 cents left over in our $15 Australian dollar. Once again, keep in mind, this might be different in your area. I'm in Australia. We still have about 70 cents left over though. And with this, not only are we able to buy the Rocket Pass, which, as I mentioned, does not have any tiers past 90, which is very unusual because I feel like there should be one more just so we can continue on. Maybe this is some error. Maybe it's going to be unlocked later in the season. I don't really know at this stage. But this will expire in November. So the best thing to do, if you want to get the most out of your $15 starting out, I suggest that you first purchase the Endo Starter Pack, because that way you're guaranteed one car, a very nice car in my opinion, and then you're also able to get the Rocket Pass, rather than just the Rocket Pass, or say, just the Komodo over here.